We launched 36 hours ago.
$68,000.
Better relax. Blow,
You? What took you so long?
blow,
Just ship a new feature.
Should I click?
blow, blow.
Blue pill or the red pill?
I just shipped a new feature on ShipFast. It's called Perks. It's basically a list of discounts for popular products. I'm so happy because I was able to work with Versal, which is one of the most common hosting platform out there, as well as some really cool other products. I'm about to add another one called Resend to send emails, and the entire bundle is worth over $1,000 in discounts. I'm carefully handpicking products that either help people save money or make more money, because my goal is to help 1,000 makers make $1,000 online. And also now at the same time on my landing page, I can say things like this, where I can show how much worth of discounts people can expect to get, and that makes the price of the boiler plates looks cheap compared to that. So I hope that will improve a little bit the conversion rate.
Okay, so we are 2 days before Black Friday. Everything was planned and scheduled, and I do the last checkup with my friends. I always do that. Whenever I launch a new startups, I always send it to a couple of my friends, ask what they think about it. Because when I build a landing page, I'm always in my head, and sometimes I don't see things. And it would be a terrible mistake if I just ship the startups as it is. So I ask a few people around me what they think about it. And this is not good. I was really convinced that the landing page was great, like good enough to launch. And all my friends from different backgrounds told me it is not good at all. I got really poor feedback. The problem is I have 2 days left. I don't even know what I will have time to do. Build it, launch it.
Wow, you're good.
Man, my heart is pumping like crazy.
Alright.
I want to see where surf brings the cardio level. I don't think I get this exhausted when I surf.
What's next?
So we made the cardio. Heat goes up. Next is a little bit of muscle strength. Well, I do planks. Then I usually do 80 pull-ups, push-ups, and 40 pull-up, chin-up. For 20 pull-up, 20 whatever.
Okay.
And that's it. It's either cardio at home or surf, which also does the cardio and build muscles. But then I don't really lift weight apart really sometimes. So I try to have always like those chin-up, pull-up, push-up, etc. So I do a little bit of strength as well, not just cardio. Since I didn't do any abs, I'm gonna do a little bit of this.
When the beat goes.
I'm gonna say something very controversial, but I think my strength is my laziness. Because I know I would never be able to go to the gym. I know I would never have the courage to go to the gym and do the commuting and spending 2 hours and thinking about the gym. And because I'm lazy and I don't want to do that, I try to find my own constraints and rules in my laziness bubble.
Interesting, because people need the investment to feel more motivated. They need the gym membership to show up. If it's at home, they will be easy to compromising.
It's a really good point. It's a really good. I think it boils down to how you are, like what's your way of doing things. The book Atomic Habits, James Clear. One of the first book I read after I didn't read any books because high school made me hate reading. It's probably the first book I read, and it says, "Hey, make it so easy you can't say no." And that's very true. Like start with 10 push-ups per day.
Neo, what took you so long? I guess your 9 to 5 became a 9 to 9.
This is where people realize I am 12 years old.
This is my favorite part of launching startups. I haven't done any of those videos this year. The last one, it was with Matthew McConaughey. Logos everywhere, Dad. They are my friends. I talk to them.
Oh yeah.
For LogoFast, which was December last year.
LogoFest, the free tool, you made 5,000 in 3 days.
Yes, that's the one.
Why do you make the video before launch?
Because the internet is crowded. And at some point, if you want to get your message across the room, you have to find something that feels like you. That people will give their time to watch what you have to offer. And because of that, they'll give me like a minute of their time to look at what I have to offer. And it happens that eventually if they're trying to learn how to code, they might watch, like they might visit the site and might even purchase. And I think
the purpose of this video is eventually to get attention in a way that feels genuine, that feels like my way of getting attention. But basically, ChatGPT found the right movie for me. I know what I'm going to sell. I know roughly, you know, the angle. The angle is very important. Once we talk again is, I'm not making just another course. I am making the course to learn to code for entrepreneurs, not employees, entrepreneurs. And this is very important because then you can teach 90% of all the stuff you have to learn when you're a software engineer or an employee. So it's a minimal course that teach you everything you need to know to go from zero to a software. I think like most people, I guess, you eat around 2 hours before bed. You eat at 7 and you go to bed at 9, or you eat at 8 and you go to bed at 10. We used to do that, and then we started to do 6 and 5 p.m. So that's 3, 4, 5 hours before bed. And we realized that when we go back to the original 2 hours before bed, the heartbeat is actually racing. And when you do 4, 5 hours before, it's like you're much more relaxed. Data says we have better deep sleep, and I feel much better as well.
Did you feel any difference after?
I don't see much difference between 5 and 7 hours like we do now. Yeah, for us, I think the big shift is at least 4 hours before bed. You're done 4 hours before bed, you don't touch any food, even not water, so you don't go to toilet when you wake up.
Now is 8 p.m. Still rolling.
Man, we're never working that late normally, huh?
Yeah, we normally finish work at least at 6, and wow, what a long day.
I think it's honestly one of the most stressful launch I've ever done.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm launching late because of Black Friday. Like, I have a deadline, and so I have to check every little thing. Like, there's so many things, like from checkout to customer dashboard, that there's no, you know, like everything is responsive. It's like works on mobile. It's like crazy, it's just crazy.
Do you think you'll ever make it today? Black Friday is
I mean,
tomorrow, no?
there's no way I don't make it. Yesterday was a big failure. We were supposed to launch yesterday. I realized, I don't know anything. Like, I thought it would take me 1 day to make the video, and it took me 2 days. And now I'm like super late still.
The countdown.
4 hours, I'm gonna release. Okay, so right now, this is the tweet. I'm about to click publish. It goes live. Twitter, Thread, LinkedIn, whatever. And then I'm gonna use CodeFast, DataFast to monitor the traffic on CodeFast.
How many months of work?
This is 9 months of work in the making. 1 click for 9 months. Should I click?
What?
I clicked! It's publishing!
Whoa! The first sale alert.
Oh man, that makes me so happy. It is not a $0 product.
Wait! So it's time to check the revenue. Well, it's not even 24-hour yet. 23K. 17-hour 23K.
I've never seen that. I mean,
Speechless.
holy. This is DataFast dashboard. $1,000 in the last 24 hours. ShipFast doing great. And this is absolute madness. Oh my god, my man. I mean, look at that. It's spread across the world. Hey, French people buy. C'est le sang, c'est la veine, c'est la famille, tu vois.
C'est la famille ou quoi? What's happening?
Look at that. We launched 36 hours ago, 1 day and a half ago. $68,000. Honestly, I don't know if it's real.
No way.
What
No
the hell,
way.
man? There's no way. There's no way. Honestly, I'm happy you're recording this because this will never happen again. This is just insane. Wait, I mean, we sent 11,000 visitors on CodeFast, 11,000 visitors, and it makes 50K. It's like a $4.4 per visitors.
If you're more than $1, that's amazing. And $4 is a god level?
2% conversion rate on a product that costs at minimum $150. Mostly Twitter.
Mostly Twitter?
Yeah.
Wow.
7,000 from Twitter. Wow, that's a lot.
Oh, so
7,000 visitors.
yeah.
That's quite a lot, yeah.
Wow, there's so many people who didn't know how to code following you and wanting to
Man, this is
build
so
a
crazy.
business.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is so crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that makes me so happy, man. One of the best moments I like most joy I feel, because I mean this is extremely happy, but this will like dopamine, you know, like tomorrow will fade away. But seeing from all those students, a lot of them will follow the entire course and do something and get results. And that's what happened with ShipFast. And the ShipFast testimonial, the greed of love, like the wall of love on ShipFast is probably, it's honestly my happiest place to go on the internet. I go there and I see all those people who at some point trusted me, give me a little bit of money, and then got results. And like, thank you, Mark, I quit my job. Thank you, Mark, I make my first dollar on the internet. Like, I love making software, but digital product and info product like this, how much happiness it brought to the person who made the info product. Crazy, 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 crazy.
Simple analytics, guys.
Where? Oh.
I am still sick, but we're doing it anyway. It's been almost 7 days. I launched CodeFast, and this is a little recap of what happened. It made close to 200,000 US dollars in a week, and this is absolutely mental. I had no idea it would work this well. I knew it would work somehow. I'll show you why later, but this much, man, this is just crazy. So I want to break down a few things about marketing and finding ideas. First, let's quickly look at the launch. You can see here, this is the number of visitors, so almost 50,000 visitors and a whooping $4.4 generated per visitor, which is, again, this is insane. I've never had this before. The best product I've had was ShipFast, and it was close to $2 per visitor at its best. So this here shows me like there is something big coming. Revenue-wise, it's mostly coming from Twitter, YouTube, and a little bit of LinkedIn, and I guess Google, or people who've heard of it on social media and search for it. I am pretty impressed by how spread it is. There's like purchases from a little bit all over the planet, which makes me very happy. So I saw this tweet from Max a couple days ago that he thought the course would never sell, and there are a few things at play here. The first one is when we come up with ideas on what to build, what could be a promising idea, you want to check a few boxes. One of the first one is you want to build something that solves your own problems. I see too many people coming up with, what if I combine this tech plus that market and I make a product out of nowhere? The problem with that is like it's pure blind guesses, and while it's fun, you can ship an idea in 1 week, but the odds of success are very unlikely. Product like this one, Zenvoice, this is not making crazy amount of money. If we look at it, it's making around $1,000 per month, but it's zero maintenance, zero customer support, it's fully on autopilot, and it's working like clockwork every single month. And I know it would work because I experienced the issue. I know that when I pay invoices on Stripe, I have to give them 0.4% to generate a PDF. And so by solving my own problem, could potentially guess that some other people have the same issue as me. And so that almost guarantees me that if I build a product, I will have customers. Now, I knew how to code already. I don't need a course to learn how to code. The reason I came up with this idea is because I have a YouTube channel. And I read every comment on this YouTube channel, and one of my best performing videos, if you search for how to, you end up on finding gems on what people want to achieve. How to buy domain name for your project. How to build these amazing UI builders. How to make a responsive website. How to make those websites. Seeing these comments over and over tells me that people somewhere on the internet have a problem. And it appears that I have the solution because I know how to code. And this is how I came up with the idea of CodeFast, a course that teaches people how to code to build those tiny businesses. If you go to Udemy and you search for JavaScript or React, you will find hundreds of great courses already. So with CodeFast, I knew that there was a huge demand, and I also knew that the market is very competitive. And when you enter a competitive market, you want to have one marketing angle. You want to find one thing that sets you apart from all the other competitors. And the good part is I used Udemy myself to teach myself how to code, and I remember seeing those courses where you would have 68 hours of content for JavaScript, and then you would have 70 hours of content for Node.js and another 30 hours to learn HTML. And in the end, you would have like a package of like 300 hours to learn how to code The reason those courses are so long is because they're meant for people who want to have a job. And since the job market is a zero-sum game, which means that if your neighbor gets the job, you won't get the job, you have to compete on who has the most skills. So in this case, it makes sense to learn as much as you can so you can compete better against others. But the thing is, in my case, I only care about making tiny websites on the internet. I just want to be me, my computer, a few of my customers, and that's it. I don't intend to build a massive app for millions of people that requires a team of software engineers to handle. And because of that, those courses here are like a pain for me. I don't want to go over 300 hours of content. And this is how I came up with this idea of a course that would teach people only the minimum, the core skills needed in order to build a tiny internet business. And just like this, I had one marketing angle that set me apart from all the other alternatives. And on top of that, I remember when I learned how to code, it was a pain to search for what should I learn? What is JavaScript? What is HTML? How those things combine together? What is a backend? What is a frontend? I had to think about how the entire thing works. What I did with ShipFast is I bundled everything. I explained students how to go from literally zero to an actual finished product. It's not about a specific part on the journey, it's about the entire journey, which I bet is one of the reasons the launch was so successful. And then there is another one mistake that I see lots of people making. My friend Yuri asked me, what would you do with the money? And then it made me think, okay, if I don't have to work for money, what would I do with it? And I realized that actually I want to build an alternate school for kids who were not good at school, or for people who just don't feel like life clicks in general, like finding a job or like working for a big company or whatever. For people who just, want the freedom of not being dependent on others, just have a computer and be free. That is, for some reason, what is driving me. And if you look at the journey of everything I build, everything resonates with what I want to do, what goal I want to achieve. Now, if we look with one of my very first product, which was called Virally, it's a little software that made my first internet dollar and then somehow let me move to Bali because it was making a little bit of money. Here, I was helping escape room businesses get more money. It was like a marketing tool for businesses. And it worked. It made a couple $1,000s per month, but it did not resonate with me. I have close to zero care for the escape room businesses. Like I don't especially care about them. I care about people who want to do things with their computers. But a business, I'm not so sure. And these products never really took off. Because once again, it was not aligned with things I do, things I like. And I see lots of people out there who, again, are trying to combine these tech for that market, but they don't care about the tech, they don't care about the market, and they try to make something out of that. But I feel like there's a sort of like a power that knows how much the product resonates with you. What is the fit from the founder and the product? And I think if you want to get rich, you have to do something that aligns with yourself. Okay, now talking about marketing, of course, having an audience on Twitter and YouTube really helps launching products. But if you can see here, this tweet got 1.3 thousand likes. This is the only promotion I've done for the course. And it would never ever get 500,000 views if I didn't have made this video here. It's a skit where I play Morpheus in Matrix and I try to convince Neo, who currently has a 9-to-5 job, to quit his job and learn to code for himself. The reason I did this is first because I absolutely love making these kind of videos, but also because it works well. It's like an ad that's pleasurable to watch. And even though you're not necessarily interested in what I have to sell, you might want to share this to a friend because it's fun. And that's how this tweet went viral and got 500,000 views. The launch part of your product is very important. You want to craft everything to be perfect when you launch. And just like in real life where conversion rate matters, that improves the actual conversion rate of the product. So even though you don't have an audience, you can play around with writing a beautiful story of how you came up with this product idea. You can go on Figma and create a beautiful chart that explains your product. You can make something that gives a good first impression for your product. Okay, now talking about what is next for ShipFast. At the moment, I'm recovering from my sickness. I couldn't work for the past 3 days. I've set up an affiliate program where people can become affiliates and then they would earn 30% commission to 50% commission. Since the conversion rate is really good on the site, affiliates are already making lots of money at the moment. I think they're making over $1,000 per day. I added this little slider here that gives an idea of how much money you can make if you get, let's say 5 people trying the course, you can make actually $300. And at the same time, I am trying Facebook ads. So the campaign has been running for just a couple of days. I think the first day Facebook was learning who is the audience. And then now the results are pretty impressive. Yesterday was $60 per purchase. Today is $13 per purchase, which is extremely good. Really good. It's early to tell how far that will go. For now, I'm only spending, I think, $70 per day for the campaign, which is not much. But I think in this case, it's worth a try because the product converts really well. And I've had luck with ShipFast in the past where I would spend $50 and get $150 in revenue. For this, I am not alone. My good friend Nico Janen is helping me run those ads. He's excellent at Facebook ads, and he built this little guide here called Maker's Guide, which I bought, and it's excellent. It teaches you everything you need to know to make good ads on Facebook. So if you have a product that you think is worth sharing through ads, definitely check it out. It's a masterpiece. And then as soon as I'm recovered, I am going to work on the AI teacher. So I want to train an AI on the course so it knows the captions, it knows where the student is in the course at the moment, it knows the code of the course, and is able to help the students learn, whether it's explain things or debug when students are stuck. I guess I'll need a little bit more of those ginger teas. We're so back! Oh my god, spent an entire week I was sick, and it's the first night of sleep where I sleep properly, and that was a crazy week. I wish I was not sick and enjoyed it a little more, but still the week was completely crazy. I know some of you got the course out there. Thank you for that, and I'm very excited for your coding journey. Learning how to code changed my life. I hope it does the same for you. I'm going for a surf session, one of the last of the year, because we're going to Portugal with my wife in a couple of days. If you're in Portugal, I'll be around Aries area and Lisbon. Just drop me a DM somewhere on Twitter, and maybe we can do something. This is one of the happiest moments of my life, and it only happened 27 times. There we go, my man. There we go. That's my 27th, I think, project, whatever. They are not all on the wall, but all the ones that I built recently are there. And this little portfolio of small bets is growing. Excited for 2025. I almost forgot, this is likely to be the final vlog of the year, so it's a good time to wish you a Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and overall just a Happy New Year, and crush it for 2025. Until the next one, I hope you keep shipping.